All right, so I got here to the action. I found my car. There is all the keys present, but the car is dead completely. So it's not starting, not with the key, not with the push start button. So what I have to do right now, I have to go get the jumper. That's the, to be honest with you, sometimes it's a huge issue to find the jumper at the auction. Oh, mamma mia. Why it's even that? Let's check this out. Oh, I got a jumper. This car, it's a guarantee all the way, and now it's starting from this. I hope it's the only problem I'm getting with this car. It's a dead battery. Looks like it's been sitting here for a while, and I hope I'm not gonna get any problems with that. Let's jump it. All right. Oh, it looks like they just left ignition on. No. It won't start. What's going on? So the car starts, and not only one, I use two jumpers, one on the back, one on the front, and it's actually a nice car. So there is one goes on the top, I mean on the engine compartment, the main battery sit in the trunk, and I had to put jumper right here and on the engine, so with both jumpers I can start the car. Otherwise I couldn't crank the engine at all. So I'm gonna pull this car out right now. We're gonna go around it, see if I have any damages or not. The sunshade, actually the moonroof sunshade, was a little bit stuck, but now it started working. I believe that's the main issue, the battery. So when the battery is dead, this car is acting so weird, and as always there is some trash in the car. That's kind of normal for the auction cars, but the good point, I got both keys present. That kind of helps, and for now, like I say, I cannot see any damages on that. The car is not leaking, AC is working, and it's pretty good shape, pretty good packages on that. Yeah, the grill a little bit not good. Sounds good. Engine runs great, and it's a nice Mercedes S-Class for Honda Civic price. What do you guys think about S-Classes for less than 20,000 with clean title and one owner? I think it's a good deal, no? So guys, that's my story about the Mercedes S-Class from the auction. It's gonna be actually ended. Look how nice this car inside when it's dark, and it's not night, so I'm driving it on the parking lot. That's what I love about this Mercedes S-Class. They fully loaded and they have a lot of cool options. I'm gonna show you the way it looks right now outside, and to be honest with you, I drove it for one day just to make sure everything's good, and it's all good. The battery charged and I have no problem with that. It's been detailed, the car looks amazing. And how much is gonna be for sale? You're gonna go by link, the one I'm always attaching on the bottom of the video. So you're gonna see how much we posted it for sale. And I'm not sure if it's gonna be sold for that much, but that's what we got right now. Look how cool this car become after the full detail and completely polished. So there's the sunshades, they're all working. On the back, looks like nobody was sitting here for those 94,000 miles. Look how nice this car is right now. Beautiful. Ta-da-dam! So guys, update, what's going on right now? Right now I'm driving Mercedes and I have a light on the dashboard. Stop vehicle, shift to P, leave engine running. So basically the car is telling me I have to stop it and stay on idle so the battery can charge, right? But instead of leave the car, I have to drive it with no AC. It's so damn hot. I'm gonna run AC just a little bit. Hope it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna run it on 1. So let's talk about the way it goes. Basically, I got the car. It's been announced as a green light. It is a green light. I mean, it drives great. There is no issue whatsoever, but the battery was dead. Can I do arbitration for the battery? Of course, I cannot. So the way auction policy works, if you buy the car guarantee all the way, right? Any repairs before 800, it's not going to be covered. So for example, the battery or alternator itself, it's not going to be covered by that green light policy. What's going to be covered? The covered is going to be, for example, frame. If you're going to find the frame damage, structural damage on this car, I can take it for arbitration. They're going to unwind the deal, or they do adjustment, whatever you want in this case, right? The gas level, it was completely empty and I barely made it to the gas station. Can I arbitrate it for that? Of course I cannot. So I got about 20 minutes of driving this car right now, 105. That's traffic all the way. I don't understand why during the day there is so much traffic. I mean, I understand people working, but some of them looks like they driving just back and forth from A to B because they need places to be, right? So what I got, I'm going data stream and I'm checking what's going on with my car. Actually, surprise, this car was completely dead, right? It was completely dead, it won't crank. And I brought one jumper, I put it on, it won't crank at all, just everything lights up, trying to crank, nothing. So I brought the second jumper, put it on, and I start the car. So right now I'm checking if there is a monitor switch one is not ready and if any codes present, right? Because even though I put the gas with gas cap out, so just because the battery was dead, I let the car run and during I was pumping the gas. So I was thinking at least I'm gonna get evap code, but no, nothing. What surprised me a lot, it's 0 codes, all 8 monitors ready, nothing pending, nothing permanent. And what I'm checking right now while I'm driving it, especially in traffic, I'm checking control module voltage. So to see if the alternator actually running about 14 volt or maybe a little bit more, just to see if the battery is charging or not. And it is charging, and looks like 13.6, 13.8, 13.9, closer to 14. So alternator trying to charge the battery as hard as possible. Even though I still have a light on the cluster, please stop the car, put it on park, let the car run, let the engine running to charge the battery. 13.8, 13.9, that's more than enough for me right now to charge the battery while I'm driving. And it still shows 1 hour to drive all the way back to Los Angeles. Tuesday. Usually it's Thursdays or maybe Friday because people going out of town, but not on Tuesday. What I like about this car, the way it drives. I mean, S-Class, like I say, it's really hard to compare with any other car because S-Class is just something different. And especially not long time ago, I was watching the video from the factory, the way they producing this car, the way they assemble it and putting parts together, they're just insane. Yes, there is some quality issue as always. So those plastic panels trim, right? Wooden trim. It's not wood, it's a plastic. It's always worn out. It's kind of under the sun, taking the heat, and it just become white. And for a period of time, the dealer used to replace those as a recall for the trim. I'm not sure if this 2015 S550 has that recall, but I'm gonna find out, because I do have a friend at Mercedes, and any possibly whatever recall is, it's not shown on the Carfax, we can do that. And it's always good, because all the recalls, whatever the factory trying to do, they just replacing some parts for free, or doing reprogramming, or doing adaptation, or something else. So all the parts been failing during the period of time, and people were complaining about it. That's what the dealer doing for free. Sometimes they are sending in notifications. Sometimes you can check it on the Carfax if there is any recall or not. But most of the times, dealers, they do have that information somewhere in the system, and they can type it and see if there is any recall or any like extended warranty or any kind of updates they can do free of charge. That's actually good. So if you have any car, like you never done recall on that, but you're going for service to the dealer, there is no cost to ask, but you might gonna get some goodies from that. So let's keep going. 1 hour more to drive, and I hope I'm gonna come back right now, like I say, pass the smoke check. We're gonna do the small tour around this car again. I'm not gonna do the whole review about S-Class. S-Class is just amazing. I'm just trying to show you, I'm actually showing you the way it works. The way it works, you buying the car online, you paying for this car, you going to the auction, you might gonna meet some, problems or some circumstances, but again, you can figure it out and you can fix it. It's not a big deal, but it's a good experience. And I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just doing it for the video, because it's not waste of time, but it's just taking so much time. So basically right now it's 2:30 p.m., right? And we've been out since 11. So 3 hours, 1 hour more, so it's like 4 or 5 hours just to get one car back to me from the auction. Instead of that, I can pay $120 and the car is going to be delivered next day to me. But not today, and it's not the case. So the gas level, of course, I cannot arbitrate for the gas level, that's for sure. Now I'm at traffic again. So there is a little bit traffic was on the way from Los Angeles to Manheim, California, and now that's traffic all the way back to LA. We are on Tuesday and it's 2 p.m. It's going to be kind of heavy traffic everywhere. So let's talk about the policies for the auction again. 800, what I can arbitrate it for? I can arbitrate it for the frame, I can arbitrate it for the heavy oil leak, which is none on this car. I can arbitrate it for transmission issue, and I can arbitrate it for the engine issue. And I have 300 miles to test it. So basically when you get in the car, you have 300 miles, you can drive it, check it. That's actually the reason why I went all the way here, not just to show you the way it works, the way I'm buying the car and the way you're gonna pick it up. It's not like they're always ready, shiny. You have to do a lot of work on it. And if you buying the car like this, for example, as this, you taking not only chance, you taking the high risk for the car to be bad. And basically, if I would send the tow truck in this case to pick up this car, he would jump it. But if there is any issue with the car wouldn't start or something else, he would bring it to me, it doesn't matter what, and I have to deal with this car over there and take it back if I need it. So this car I picked up myself, now I'm driving it, it drives great, I cannot see any issue right now, and I hope by the time I'm gonna get back, all monitors gonna be ready so I can do the smoke check. Smoke check, usually that's the way you're gonna be sure there is no permanent code, there is no pending code, and nothing wrong with this car. So none of the codes gonna appear, and you're good to go. Otherwise, if again this car would be towed to me, I would have to drive it at least, I don't know, 20, 40 miles, and maybe in 2 days actually, because some monitors you cannot run it right away. You have to let the car sit overnight. It's going to cool down, you're going to start it again, and some monitors are going to pop out. Nice, I love it. I mean, S-classes, I used to buy them not a lot, but like maybe once or twice in a month, and they always sells good, because again, the S-Class itself used to be on over 100,000 brand new. If you buy the cheapest one, it's going to be like 90,000, 85,000, something like that. And now you can afford it. You can buy this car for like 25,000. You can do the finance and buy extra warranty for the used car for like a couple years. For example, if you get on your loan for 2 or 3 years, you can buy on top of that warranty. What's the warranty gonna do with your used car? So the warranty gonna protect you for the period of your loan. In case something gonna happen with engine transmission, you're gonna take it to any shop, they're gonna claim this warranty, same as the insurance policy. You're gonna have a warranty policy and they're gonna take care of that. It's a pretty good option when you're buying the used car. So now it's traffic, and I wanna try to see if there is any issue with suspension, if it's pulling to the side, because I was thinking it's pulling to the right a little bit, maybe alignment issue, but I'm gonna concentrate right now on the way the car drives, so I can have the whole picture of the car itself. And in case I need to represent it, because I'm not doing the sales myself, that's why we have a salesman and a finance manager, all that. I'm just buying it, making sure the car is good, making sure there is no issue, and I can represent it to the customer. So in case the customer is gonna ask what was wrong with this car, or did you do any work on that, I can tell, you know, that's the whole story. I bought it this way and that way. Even sometimes we show in the condition report the way we buying the car, just to show we're not buying junk or salvage, trying to, you know, fix it, put all the parts together and sell it. No, we're usually trying to avoid it and buy only guarantee cars. That's why you're paying more for this. And to be honest with you, I bought this car a little bit less from MMR. What's the MMR? That's the average price for the make and model and the mileage and the condition also. Woof. So as soon as right now, I think it's a good buy. It's a good unit. I can feel it. I can tell you, it's a really good car. Now we're gonna go drive back to Los Angeles. I'm gonna see if this car is ready for smoke check. I'm gonna do the smoke check for this car, and after I'm gonna take it to detail shop. So a couple days, and this car gonna be shiny as it was new before. Let's see. So guys, I'm getting in the shop right now, and what I got, da-da-dun, I got a smoke check done. It's all pass, and nothing, no coats, no permanent coats or something else. All monitors are ready, and the only thing right now I need, add air to my front tires. It shows 41, supposed to be more. That's the way body shop looks, and that's the detail shop I'm using. Yes, those guys, they are amazing. They doing jobs so good, so clean. And even though I'm gonna spend $200 for the detail, somebody might gonna say it's too expensive, but I would say it's not, because they're gonna polish it. My 360 camera, they're gonna polish it, they're gonna clean it inside, they're gonna shampoo it, and it's gonna look so good. Also, let's go over the prices. Let's go over total amount I spent for this Mercedes as of right now. So I spent $40 on smoke check, I put $40 of gas. Right now it's 30%, it's 80. And the other car I drove back and forth, I spent, I think, like 30 bucks, because it's a Kia Forte. So 80, 110. I saved some money on the transportation. Instead of 150, I paid for the gas only. Either or, I had to pay for this gas to fill up this car, right? But same time, I saved some money and charge the battery. So other than this, the car would bring to me. I have to buy the battery, install it, and without checking it, because honestly, sometimes I don't have a time to drive around like that. Getaway, timeout. So 18.6 I paid for this car. 18,609 to be honest with you. So 18,609 plus 40 on gas, plus 30 on other gas, plus 40 smoke check, plus 200 on a detail. I probably have to do the alignment. It's 100. So I'm in this car 19,000. And to check it out, how much I'm gonna sell it for, you have to just go and click on that button below. There is a link for the website where all my cars are available for sale, and you can see how much it's gonna be for the retail. Basically, I didn't take the huge risk. I bought a car guarantee all the way, and I drove it myself. I checked everything out. It's all good. Maybe some noise in the steering wheel. I'm not sure what's that. Something loose or something break, but we're gonna check it after the car is completely detailed and ready to go. So are you guys interested in how much we're gonna sell this car for or not? Let me know in the comments below, and let me know if you're buying those kind of cars. If you would buy the Mercedes for 20K, 25K, I don't know how much you can find it. And is it scary to buy the Mercedes S-Class with almost 100,000 miles on the clock or not? That's what I want to hear from you also. I think it's not bad idea to buy that kind of car for that kind of money. If you have a good credit, I mean, if you have a good service records for this car available on the Carfax or somewhere else, maybe from the previous owner, but I like it. I mean, for 20,000, that kind of car, fully optioned, and everything is working properly, I think that's cheap. Don't you think so? So guys, I have to admit my trip was really good, and what I can tell right now, there is no more light on the dashboard as any problem or any stop your car safely, you know, try to charge the battery, needs nothing. That's a good sign. And I'm at the smoke check station right now, so we're gonna do the smoke check and the car gonna go for detail. It feels like it was a long day. It's actually only 3 p.m. and like I say, I was going there at 11 a.m. and now it's 3 p.m. so 4 hours of drive back and forth, but I think it was worth it to do that. So guys, that's my little story about one of the unit I got for sale and the way you can get it. So after my trip was done and the car picked up from the auction, I actually bought a lot of different other cars, but I don't want to do it again because it's taking so much time, and for some reason it drains a lot of energy from me when I'm going to the auction myself, because I have to go struggle it, I have to find the jumper, and most of the time, even the car is guaranteed all the way, I'm still doing arbitration for that. You know why? Because they're missing something. They always missing something. Some leaks, some transmission issue or engine or something else. So even though the car is fully guaranteed and I'm buying it with confidence, right? It's a 50-50 chance when it comes to drive it all the way from the auction, somewhere like far away, 50-60 miles range, because it might, something gonna happen and you're gonna be in the middle of the freeway. That's what's happened so many times with me. You're gonna be in the middle of freeway doing nothing. You're gonna spend the whole day because you need to call tow truck, they have to come by, tow you somewhere and this and that, so that's a headache. So that's why those transportation guys, they exist and they are amazing. Actually, for 1-2 days they can bring the car for you. You're gonna pay that money and it's not worth it to do it yourself. I mean, if you're doing it or ever done it, let me know what's your experience. But this experience actually was really good, but my previous couple experiences with transportation myself from the auction, it was not that good. So both times one car was overheating and it got stuck, so I trashed the engine actually, and the other one, it started knocking in the middle of my way back. So, and as always, nobody cares, work harder. Thank you, bye.